sure to check out Ageless Geeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil 19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mezco Toyz exclusive 112 collective Netflix Vigilante suit Daredevil. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at this awesome looking box. So we do get the smaller sized box when it comes to the Mezco store exclusives, and I feel like these are the best boxes out of all three of them that we do get from Mezco in their 112 line. So on the front of the box here on the top does say 112 collective post plate display. Then we do get the Mezco exclusive sticker. On the center says Marvel Daredevil, and I love the background look to it right there. And then on the bottom says Daredevil as seen on Netflix and Marvel. And then here is the bottom of the box. We do get the warning and blah blah blah, so nobody cares about, along with the barcode as well. Then here's the top of the box. And then the one side here, same thing on the other side. Then the back, we get some beautiful artwork of Daredevil in the Vigilante suit. And I believe on the top, that is his comic book suit. And I really dig the way that looks there. But anyway, that is the packaging. And I didn't even notice Kingpin was right there as well. Let's get this figure over to take a closer look at one of my most anticipated figures from Mezco of 2019. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Mezco did such a phenomenal job with this black suit, or Vigilante suit, Daredevil. It really does look like they took this version of Daredevil out of the series and put him in figure form. So my hat's off to you, Mezco, on this figure. Is it perfect? No, there is a couple things that I'm not too happy about, but overall I'm mostly happy with the figure on this. The detail and the cloth clothing, A+++. They did a fantastic job with that. The head sculpt, I think, looks like the actor Charlie Cox. You can see a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow on there. Very nice sculpt and paintwork. Same with on the neck. And then we do get his mask here, which kind of looks like a bandana, but further down on the face there. And it has such a cool sculpted texture to it. I don't know if you could tell on the camera, like you see his ears sculpted underneath there. Very cool looking sculpted texture, and I like the way it looks back here with the sculpt detail, how it looks tightened with the knot and the tie and everything. Very nice job on that, and that is a softer rubbery type plastic. It is not articulated though. And then the cloth clothing here, I think the shirt, they nailed it. It looks exactly like that Under Armour type shirt that he wore when he would wear this suit, and I like how they made it around the from the elbow down to the wrist right there. I like how this is also, that's very cool looking. That looks dope, man. And I like the maroon lines in the shirt as well, which is accurate to the series. And then you can see the stitching on the back. I have a weird like bump there, and then a bump where the belt is as well. I guess it's where maybe they tied the stitching or something like that. But that's where you see the stitching, and then on the side of the torso running down the arm as well. The things I'm not happy about with this figure is he has a single jointed neck and single jointed elbows. That's my biggest issue with the figure so far. But like I said, the cloth clothing on the shirt looks fantastic. I love the way the belt looks. Very realistic looking with that sculpt and paint detail all throughout it. And then the pants here, they added just enough bagginess to how it looked in the series. We get the white line on the hip there, or the thigh, same with on the other side. Then we do get his holster for his batons, and the holster turned out great too. There's just an issue. I don't know if this is supposed to be like that. It looks like either battle damage or there's holes in the front and the back right there on the right leg on the pants there. So I'm not too happy about that, unless it's supposed to look like and it's battle damage. Then I have no issues with it at all. And you can get some nice articulation with the legs for the pants, because they have a decent amount of bagginess to them, and I like the way it looks tucked into the boot. Very realistic looking. Then we do get his awesome Daredevil black boots here, and I love the sculpted texture in certain spots on it. I think that looks sick. The laces look dope. Just beautiful sculpt and paintwork on these boots here. Really nice looking. And then the bottom of them, I love the way the treads look on their figures who wear boots. It's just so realistic looking. Then we do get 2 peg holes in case you want to peg your figure on the base. But overall, Mezco really hit a grand slam with the cloth clothing and the detail on this Daredevil, and they really could not have done any better of a job when it comes to the paint sculpt and the cloth clothing. But anyway, let's continue on with this awesome figure review. Moving on to the accessories, we only get a few things included with this Vigilante suit Daredevil, and this was the other thing I was not too happy about with this figure. he just isn't really included with that much compared to like their Silver Knight Batman or their Punisher figures. So I was pretty let down with the limited amount of accessories they did include with this figure. But what we do of course get the Mezco bag, which we always get with every figure in case you're someone who likes to store your accessories in there. And then we do get the dope Mezco stand. So we have the sick base here that says Marvel Daredevil, just like how it does on the Netflix series. We do have the peg in case you want to peg your figure on the base, and we do have the arm and the clamp in case you want to make the stand. So we do get that stuff. And then we also get 2 interchangeable heads. And starting on the left, we do get the basic stern face, which is the face that does come on the figure out of the packaging that we already took a look at, and they did a fantastic job with that face sculpt. As I mentioned, it does look like the actor under the mask there. And then on the right, we do get my favorite out of the 2, which is kind of like the angry teeth gritted facial expression, but it's also the battle damage look, because you can see the blood coming out of his mask and his mouth right there. And that one definitely is the coolest out of the 2. I always think it's one of the best things you could do with a figure with their accessories is include a battle damaged face, and they did a fantastic job with both faces. They both do look like Charlie Cox under the mask, and I really love the sculpted texture to the mask right there. It looks really, really cool, and they're very simple to swap the heads. I'll show you how to do that right now. And swapping the heads, as I mentioned, is so easy to do, just like with the hands. That's what I love about Mezco figures, is how easy it is to swap the hands and faces. So all you gotta do is pull up on the head here, it'll pop right off the joint, take the new awesome battle damaged head, and then just pop that on the joint right there, and then there we go, as simple as that. And that looks so awesome with the battle damaged face there. I really love that they included that. So we do get the 2 interchangeable heads or faces, and then we also get his wooden billy clubs that he got from Stick in Season 1, and these look pretty good. Nothing incredibly special about them. I mean, they're just wooden sticks, you know what I mean? And you can put these in the holster on his right hip, which I will show you what that looks like right now quickly. And for his billy clubs, they just store right in the holster here, so all I do is that, and then just slide them in like so, and then there you go. That looks dope once you have that on the figure, along with this battle damaged face here. So we do get that, and then we finally get 6 alternate hands. And starting on the top here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which do come on the figure out of the packaging, and then we do get a pair of gripping hands, then we do get a pair of kind of open resting type hands, and we get some beautiful sculpt and paintwork throughout all 6 hands, and they are very, very easy to swap out. But anyway, that is all the little amount of accessories included with this Daredevil. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Matt Murdock, to the very top of his mask, it looks like he's about 6.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the Mezco 112 Silver Knight Batman, the Mezco 112 Red Suit Daredevil, the Articulated Icons Shinobi, and the Mefex John Wick. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Endgame Captain America, the Figuarts Homecoming Spider-Man, the Mefex comic version Spider-Man, and the NECA original movie TMNT Raphael. And I think this Daredevil might be a little too big for the SH Figuarts MCU figures, besides Hulk and Thanos. And then here he is compared to the Mezco 112 PX Doctor Strange, the Mezco 112 Black Panther, the SH Figuarts Infinity War Black Widow, and the 1000 Toys Hellboy. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectible Smoke, the SH Figuarts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mefex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku, and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, we do get some pretty good movement for this Vigilante suit Daredevil, especially for a 112 Mezco. So like I said, I'm not too happy about the single jointed neck joint here. We just get that one joint, but you get some decent forward and back movement. You can't really get him to look up too much, and if you force it a little too much, you see the gap in between the shirt and the neck, but he does look down decently. You get really nice pivots, so no problems really with that. And then of course it does swivel. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso here, and Daredevil, let's see, crunches forward that much with that joint. Their torso joints aren't the best. Goes back a decent amount. I mean, they're okay. They're not the best and they're not the worst. We do get just a little bit of pivot there, and then of course it does swivel. The waist here, forward and back just a tiny bit, so combining both joints, he crunches forward that much, and both joints goes back about that much. You do get a tiny bit of pivot there, and then it does swivel as well, so not the best movement at the torso and the waist. Now for the arms here, we have the same arms as the Joker and Doctor Strange, and there really isn't a butterfly joint there. If there is, it doesn't really move forward and back at all, but the arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that is definitely awesome. They do go up and down. We don't have true bicep swivel, so you have to use it at the shoulder, or you could use it at the boring single jointed elbow joints. Not happy about that at all. It just gets 90 degrees, so that it is alright, and it does swivel there as well. And then we do get the ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel and hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, Matt Murdock can kick forward 90 degrees, so that's definitely good. Goes to the back about 45 degrees. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it here. And the pants, as you can see, I kind of made it rip a little bit. Let's see how far out they go. They really, they just go 45 degrees, I guess. They really don't go out to the side too much at all. Even if I lower one leg, I can't get it to get out, and I can't get it to go out any further than that. So that kind of does suck, but you do get a very nice hip swivel there. We do have double jointed knees, which the elbows should be too, and they do bend back all the way, so that is definitely cool. And then for the boots here, it does swivel at the boot right there, and then it does swivel at the ankle. Hinges up pretty good at the ankle, hinges down just a tiny bit, and then we do get some very nice ankle pivot, especially for him wearing a boot. So overall, the articulation definitely can be a lot better, and there is a few points of articulation I am not happy about at all, but you're going to be able to get him in some pretty good Vigilante suit, Daredevil-like poses, and I'm about to show you some of those right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Mezco Exclusive 112 Vigilante suit Daredevil. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it a 7.5. If you would like to know the price more to buy this figure, I did get this off Mezco's website since it is a Mezco store exclusive, so it's going to be a bit difficult finding this. You can always check with my buddy from Agelessgeeks.com. If you can't find it on there, I would recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it, but thanks for watching. I will see you later. Collective Netflix Vigilante. Oh man, I had a brain fart right there, damn it. And I feel like these are the best boxes out of all three of them that we get from Mezco. So damn it. Daredevil 19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the, damn it, I messed up again and forgot what I was going to say. The SH Figure Arts, almost said Infinity War, damn it. Articulated Icon Shinobi Ninja, and then Mefex John Wickadoodle Doodle Doo.